Hi guys, this is a long-awaited video, but today we are going to be talking about my nursing career. And I think I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a updated home tour. Also, this lip stain is insane. I just keep looking at it in the camera. It's called Peel Off Lip Liner and Stain Eye Method Lips. Like, I put a little bit of like a clear gloss on top after, but it's this bright. I'm not a big fan of the exact color, but that's kind of crazy. It's that bright. Like, okay. All right, we're gonna sit somewhere else while I discuss this very long story. Okay, we are very much back. Oh my gosh, that's Simon. And this is Snape. Okay, all right. We are ready to discuss my nursing career and the truth about it. So, I know a lot of people who follow us don't really know that I am a nurse because it's not something that I talk too much about. I think after I left the bedside, I had this imposter syndrome where I felt like I was a fake nurse. And I just felt like I'm not valid in my career anymore. But as the years have kind of progressed and I don't work full-time anymore, I've been really trying to wrap myself in those emotions and really face them and come to this understanding that I may not work at the bedside anymore and I may not work full-time anymore, but that doesn't disregard the years of experience that I've had in the field and doesn't disregard how hard I worked to get my degree. So let's begin. My nursing career, I decided to attend a local private college here in Rochester. I was able to finish in 3.5 years instead of the full 4 years. After I graduated, I felt really stumped because everybody in my graduating class couldn't be more excited to join the ED. They couldn't be more excited to attend a code and go to the ICU. And I wanted to be so far away from anything medical that I really questioned if this was the career path for me. I struggled all through nursing school when it came to the actual clinical world, except for when I was in psychiatry. School, the whole entire nursing school aspect was fine for me. Like, give me a textbook and I will have that memorized and I will verbatim spit it out to you. Give me an exam, give me an essay, fine. Not to be cocky or arrogant or whatever, but I was able to work 2 jobs through nursing school. Yeah, the actual school part was very easy for me, which I know I'm very aware that that is not the case for 99.9% of people. But that's why I felt really lost, because I was like, this is easy, the actual schooling, but I'm struggling immensely in the field because I did not want to do anything with the ICU. I did not want to do anything with the ED. All those things freaked me out until I found psychiatry and I felt at home. I fell in love with psych. I know a lot of people claim it to be a glorified babysitting and it's not a real nursing job, but until you work in psychiatry, you have no place or foundation to say that. It was one of the hardest yet most rewarding jobs I've ever had in my entire adult life. So after I graduated, I went right into a child and adolescent psychiatric unit. I worked there for a little over 2 years. I loved it. However, this was during the pandemic and things really changed my perspective in nursing because they had to float us all around the hospital in order to overcome all of the staffing shortages. So my home unit really didn't become my home unit, and I lost my home unit because I went to the psych ED, I floated to the different adult units, so I was really all over the place and I felt like I just didn't belong anymore there. I tried going to outpatient. I think I was at outpatient for probably 2 weeks. It was horrible. I hated it. I just could not sit behind a desk all day. I ended up leaving, and then I took a job at CDS Monarch. They have an array of programs for people with physical and intellectual disabilities. I took on a position as a nurse there as a home care coordinator, so I would go to homes and kind of assess the living situation of the clients, and I would, take care of their medication regimens. I developed care plans for them. I really liked that. I did that for a year. However, everything was on paper still, so I was lugging around binders and binders and binders of information about these patients, and nothing was on the computer yet. It was very stressful. So around this time, that's when Emily and our social media, our social media really started to take off, and I was kind of stuck in a hard place because I really couldn't do all of these things. I couldn't maintain a relationship, take care of Emily, work full-time as a nurse, and begin my business full-time. So I ended up opening up a marketing business that's in conjunction with my social media. Emily and I really, thanks to all of you guys, we were able to really make this our main source of income. And still to this day, 3 years later, it is our main source of income. After that, I decided to go down to part-time with my nursing career. I ended up trying teaching because I realized that with the home care coordination, I loved to teach the patients. I ended up going to a CNA teaching course, and I was able to be certified to teach CNAs. And I did that for, I want to say I did that for almost 2 years. I was contracted, so I was only there very part-time, very per diem. I really loved it. So I was doing that up until recently, again, very per diem basis, while still working, oh my gosh, while still doing my social media full-time. And then a couple months ago, I started feeling that imposter syndrome again. It's really hard for me because I look at a lot of my fellow classmates, and I know you're not supposed to compare, but it's hard, right? It's really hard. I look at a lot of my classmates, and a lot of them have continued with further education, and they have their masters, or they have their DNP, they're working these crazy jobs, or they've started their own clinics and they have their own practices, and I just feel really behind. I thought I wanted to go back to school. I was accepted into a psychiatric nurse practitioner program years ago, and I turned it down because I just felt that I hadn't had enough experience and I wasn't ready yet. Then I decided to apply to get my master's in education. I was accepted into that, and now I don't really know what I want to do. So I know a lot of people ask me what my trajectory has been in nursing and what my career path has been, and it's been a hot fucking mess. I really wanted to finally sit down and make this video and talk about it because I know there has to be someone else out there who is also in my shoes, who's really struggling. Belly! My cat's in the Christmas tree. My blind and my deaf cat is in the Christmas tree. I really loved the combination of teaching and intertwining my psychiatry background because I learned so much in those years while I was working in psych. And then, when I went to the home care coordinator position, I was still seeing a ton of psych because a lot of times intellectual disabilities can go hand in hand with mental health diagnoses. So I was seeing a lot. So I guess I really the whole point of this vlog and point of this story is that I just really hope it reaches someone who needs it, because I promise you, even I graduated 7 years ago, I'm still trying to find my place in nursing, and it's okay to not know right away. There is so much pressure after you graduate from the program to go right into a medical surgical unit, an ICU, an ED, and I will hold your hand when I tell you this. You do not need to do that. You do not need to do that. Again, at the end of the day, I am very thankful and I'm very proud to have my nursing degree. I think it is something extremely valuable, even though I feel like a fraud at times and I struggle very hard with imposter syndrome. But yeah, that is my little tale of my nursing. I have no idea what I'm gonna do moving forward. I'm very fortunate and blessed that I've been able to do social media full time and use it as the overarching income to sustain my lifestyle and Emily's and all of my animals. So I'm very blessed, incredibly grateful. But who knows where the future may take me and my nursing career. And I just hope someone else out there who maybe is struggling with their decision or feeling like they don't fit in, I hope this resonates with you, because you're not alone. I'm still figuring it out too. I'm always open to chatting with you if you're really feeling alone, because we gotta stick together, you know? That's a little bit of what I thought I would share. I know it's been highly requested. A lot of people have been just asking about what I have done as a nurse and kind of why I transitioned, why I left, and there was nothing bad, there was no reason why I, you know, left something horrific necessarily didn't happen. Life just kind of pulled me in a different direction and I decided to go that way. So anyways, that's a little bit about that. Here is a little bit of we could do like a little Christmas home tour. There's my babies. Emily will love this. She's at college right now. She goes to school Monday through Friday. But we got our little Christmas tree up. Entryway. It's decorated for Christmas. As you can see, my girlfriend worked so hard to put this up. It's actually a shower hanger with garland. So ignore all the pillows. I just threw all that. And then we ended up redoing this hallway. I had someone custom paint all of my baby's photos. So these are all watercolored, painted. The kitchen is still a work in progress because I just haven't had an opportunity to get to it yet. But the good news is that I am finally getting my basement redone. I had my hairdresser's husband, he's a handyman in construction. He came over today and took measurements of everything in my basement and finally gonna get it redone. So I'm really excited about that. I'm excited to have walls down there and have it be like a real extra part of my house. So yeah, there's still a lot more things to do in the house, but you know, I'm so type A that I have a hard time just relaxing and understanding that it's okay that not everything is done yet. But yeah, I think the next video is actually going to be a little bit of a holiday vlog with my girlfriend because I'm going to go up to Toronto for the weekend. So we're going to be exploring downtown Toronto, doing like a little holiday weekend getaway. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, see you guys later.